Evans doesn't move, and he's been hit! What an utter disaster for them! Jake Dennis has lost it, and Dennis has crashed out! But here comes Nick de Vries, and he wins the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship!
First world champion, mate.
So there we have it, the end of season 7 here in Berlin, and what a couple of races it was. Formula E did not disappoint, once again, action-packed from start to finish. First of all, we of course have to give a massive congratulations to Nick de Vries and Mercedes EQ for winning the Teams and Drivers World Championships. It wasn't an easy task. Today, literally everything had to go right to make it happen. There was points in the season where they didn't think it was going to happen, and everything started to unfold in their favour from the moment the race started. Starting with Mitch Evans having a non-starting race car, and Edoardo Mortara being caught up in that in this terrible crash. Thankfully both drivers are okay, but what it meant was at that point Nick de Vries was level on points with Jake Dennis at the top of the standings, only for when the race restarted for Jake Dennis to retire as well.
And there's a look up the inside, Dennis is in the wall!
You couldn't write this, you couldn't make it up. Everything had to happen for Mercedes to win, and it happened. Everything was going in favour of Mercedes EQ, and they had to make sure all of the hard work they put in all season, all of the luck that had been thrown their way, they capitalised on, keep their head down in the race and bring it home. And that's exactly what they did. Nick de Vries even made up more positions than he needed to be crowned champion.
I'm lost for words. I'm starting to get a little emotional. I mean, it's been such a tough season with highs and lows, and everyone was kind of in the same boat, and obviously everything came down to the last race. The guys were saying, you know, fight Jeff and it's important. I said, why it's important? Tell me, because I wasn't sure, and I was getting frustrated that they didn't want to tell me, and then obviously they kept hitting me from left, right, center, front, rear, so I wasn't really happy with that. That's why I was a bit grumpy straight after the race, but I guess now it starts to sink in, so thank you.
Exactly, none of that matters anymore.
No.
Now, we're fully aware that there may be some new eyes on the championship after that season finale, that final race, that think this is a championship where Mercedes can dominate. Let me tell you, you've got another thing coming, because that is not the case in this championship. What Mercedes and Nick de Vries had to do to get that win was work and battle from the very start of the season all the way until the final race. It didn't always go their way. It didn't always look like this was going to happen. They had to work tremendously hard to get where they are, because nothing comes easy in Formula E when the grid is this close and this competitive. Also, congratulations to Edoardo Mortara and Rocket Venturi for their second place in the Drivers' Championship. Edoardo Mortara had a great season, one of his best in Formula E, definitely his best in Formula E, and he showed us why he is so highly rated on street circuits, and there's definitely more to come from Mortara with that package, and we can't wait to see it, to be honest. We also have to talk about the driver that completed the championship podium, Jake Dennis, the rookie. One of the best rookie seasons we've seen in this championship. He deserves so much credit because what he did in his first season, not just in Formula E, but in a style of racing that he doesn't have the most amount of experience in, he did incredibly well. And there's no doubt that he'll be a little bit sad and sore after today's disappointing race, but he can leave this season incredibly proud of himself because he achieved so much. And going into next season, it's exciting. The future is exciting for Jake Dennis.
We've had such an impressive season. We've broken records. We've won multiple races, and yeah, we've just finished third in the World Championship as a rookie. So I just got to take the positives and try and forget about what happened today.
This final race also gave us another new race winner of the season, as Rocket Venturi driver Norman Nato took to the top step to get his first win in Formula E. An excellent way to finish his debut campaign in the championship. I caught up with him after the race and he still couldn't quite believe what happened.
I still can't believe it. It's been a perfect race. Like, to finally jump on the podium, it was quite emotional, and as I said, to end the season and all the hard work we put together, to get this kind of results, it's something which is really, really hard in Formula E, and that's why when you get this kind of day, it's really important to enjoy.
It's been a roller coaster of a season that's very much kept us on our toes, the most competitive one yet, as we've followed all the twists and turns around the circuits and also in the championship narrative. Formula E has definitely taken things up a notch, and I cannot wait for the start of the next season. All that leaves us now to say is thank you for all of your support and engagement across the season. It's been our pleasure bringing you the action. across this season, everything that's unfolded, all the race winners we've had, all the incredible races. Stay tuned to the Formula E social media and the website for much more content, highlights, analysis, insight, fun, lots more. And I'll see you later on in the year for Formula E testing.